Alright, today we're going to create our fall leaves with our lines that Larry the Line taught us. And to do this today, we're going to need our paper, our watercolor paper. We're going to need a black oil pastel. Now these are a little bit messy, so if you get this on you, that's okay. I'm going to pass out some baby wipes. We're also going to need our watercolor, our water, and a paintbrush. Now, we're going to start off by drawing our leaves first, okay? Now, make sure your name is on the back of your paper and your class code before you begin, and turn it over because we never put our art on the same side as our name. Okay, we're going to get started, and we're going to draw our leaves, and we're going to draw using this wavy line. So we're going to start over here, and what letter does this look like? It looks like a C. So up here in this corner, we're going to draw a big C shape. Okay? And then to make the rest of the leaf, we're going to make these wavy lines all around. Okay, so we're going to go down, up, way around, and then a couple more wavy lines. That's going to make our leaf. Now leaves have a line through them, so we're going to draw our line through it, kind of wavy. And then we want a little stem down here, so I'll make you a stem. Now yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Just do the best you can. Alright, now we're going to add the lines that Larry the Line taught us, and we've learned a lot of the lines. We know spiral lines and dashed lines and wavy lines and shark lines and stripes. We've got spirals and polka dot lines, so castle lines. So we're just going to start. I think we should do our first one should be our zigzag line. So find a spot on your leaf and let's do a zigzag line. Okay. Alright, our next line, let's do maybe some stripes. Alright, how about the shark line? Remember the shark line? That one looks like a shark coming out of the water. This one's kind of hard. Just do the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. How about a dotted line? Let's do a dotted line. Let's do a wavy line. And then let's do a dashed line. Okay, let's go up here and do some spirals right next to each other. We like the spiral line. We've done this one several times this year. And then how about that castle line? That one's the one that kind of looked like a square, but you didn't close the square. Alright, I think that's about all of our lines. So let's start over and start doing them again. So let's do, oh, you know what? We forgot our squiggly line. Let's do our squiggly line. Okay, now we'll start over. So let's do our zigzag line again. Our stripes again. And how about our shark line and a dotted line. Okay, so I've got my whole paper covered in my lines. The next we're going to do is we're going to get out our watercolors and we're going to paint. We're using watercolor. We know that we're going to use a lot of water but only a tiny little drop of paint. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint each spot in between our lines, every single one of them, a different color. So let's look at our other one. Do you see how this is all a different color? So we're going to paint each one a different color. So we're going to start with our first color. You can choose whatever color you want. Okay, so I'm going to choose red. So I'm going to bring over some water. I'm going to rub off my drippy so it doesn't drip. And we never tap our brush. Never, never. We bring our drippy over, we rub it off on the edge, and then we bring some water over to our red paint. We're probably going to have to do this 2 or 3 times to get some water over here. But then we're going to stir it with the very tip of our brush until we have a puddle in there. Should be a puddle. Alright, and then we're going to start painting. Now guys, take your time with this. Let's make sure that we are painting in the line. We want to make sure we do not get outside of our line. So paint your red or whatever color you're using and stay in your line. Take your time. We have plenty of time to do this. All right, I'm done with my red, and now I want to do a different color. So what do I need to do to my brush before I get a new color? Yeah, I need to make sure that I rinse it off. So I'm going to rinse off my brush, and I think I'm going to use, let's see, purple. So I'm going to bring over some water and put it in my purple. Go get some more. Take my time. Stir it with the end gently. All right, and then I'm going to paint my purple, and I'm going to stay in the lines. Take your time. Take your time. Your paint should spread around like this. Now, if your paintbrush is making a scratchy sound, that means you need more water. Or if your paint is really sticky and it's not wanting to spread, then you need more water. All right, so we're going to take our time on this. We've got the entire art class to paint all the colors in our leaf. Okay, so we're going to do this first. So we're going to do all the colors on the inside of the leaf. So take your time. I have my leaf, all my lines, all painted in a different color. So now I'm going to work on my background, and that's the colors that's around my leaf. So you have a few options. You can either color it all different colors where the colors kind of blend in together, which it'll do by itself since it's watercolor. It kind of blends wherever it touches. Or you can just do it one color, whatever you would like to do. So this is your choice, but take your time and stay in the line. And I'm just going to start choosing some colors and start painting. But now, when you change colors, what do? We make sure that we change our brush. But when the colors get right next to each other, they kind of start blending together a little bit, and it's a really, really fun and pretty effect that watercolor does. So you can see how it just kind of starts spreading out. But listen, be very careful with your picture. Don't move it around, or it's going to leak all over your page, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm going to get a yellow down. Watch it bleed all together. All right, so cover your whole page. I don't want any white paper showing. When you're done, it should all be painted some color. And let's not use our brown and our black because that's just going to make a big old yucky mess. So, all right.